At my school, wait, what? At my school, the Ukrainian student club put signs up saying we must destroy Russia because they're anti-LGBT. Yeah. Yeah, true. No, that's so real, dude. What the fuck? Oh, God, I love propaganda so much. It's so funny. Speaking of which, transgender athletes are banned from elite international track and field events. New development.
Field athletes from high-level women's events, including the Olympics. Eva Pilgrim has the story.
This morning, the international governing body over track and field announcing a ban that prevents transgender athletes from participating in female events after going through male puberty.
Many believe there is insufficient evidence that trans women do not retain advantage over biological women, and more evidence.
The council also tightening its testosterone threshold for athletes with differences of sexual development or
my man hit the biological women like Matt Walsh, dude. What the fuck is that?
PSD. The new requirements affecting about a dozen athletes, including South African Olympic champion Caster Semenya.
Wait, what are they saying about? Yeah, Caster Semenya is cis, but like she still can't fucking compete, right?
About a dozen athletes, including South African Olympic champion Caster Semenya, who would need to complete 6 months of hormone-suppressing treatment to race at the 2024 Paris.
That's so wild. Like this in and of itself basically gives the game away, right? Like she's a cis woman, you know what I mean? She has naturally occurring testosterone development. And it basically gives the entire game away. It's just like, oh yeah, sorry. It's literally that is the same as basically, you know, saying that Michael Phelps' wingspan is too fucking long and can't compete. That would of course never happen. But they're trying to nerf her. That's wild. If you became trans, it would not be fair for you to compete against women. Yeah, listen, brother. First of all, it just entirely dependent on what level of HRT I be on, but I'm not trans, so it doesn't work like that. There's no if you became trans. Okay? Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Olympics. The latest ban coming less than a year after swimming adopted similar rules, effectively barring trans athletes like NCAA title winner Leah Thomas from competing in female events.
Yeah, if you ban trans athletes, why are you also making a regulation on testosterone? Like, that actually doesn't make any sense. This is what I do not understand. There's no part of sports that's fair. Like, I don't get it. I actually don't understand. Sports is not supposed to be fair. There is no equality of outcome in sports. Okay? I hate this. It's never been fair. Of course it's not fair. That's why there's a first place, second place, third place. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of participation trophy ass bullshit is this, dude? It's crazy. I want an all steroids baseball game. 100%. It would be actually watchable. Like this shit is so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Thing I don't get is there hasn't even been instances of trans women dominating or anything. It's just at most one or two doing sort of middle of the pack. I know. Weren't you making the point about sports being the pinnacle of meritocracy a few days ago? No, I said sports is the closest you can get to meritocracy, which is not a real concept anyway. But that's my point. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Meritocracy means there are going to be winners and fucking losers, dog. You saying this doesn't change what I'm saying. Meritocracy doesn't imply it's fair. What do you mean? You think merit means it's fair? No, it's unfair. If you're too poor, for example, okay, and you can't, and you don't have access to the same scouting programs, for example, then you have a much larger burden to overcome. That's unfair. That's literally unfair, okay? It's not. Merit just means people who work super hard get to the fucking top. I just want to understand your point, was confused on it. Yeah. Everyone's built differently, and that's what makes sports competitive and fun to watch. Like, I don't want to fucking watch. Like, I'm not watching the 6 foot and under league, okay? I'm not. Like, I'm not going to watch that. It's not going to be fun for me to watch. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not watching the 6 foot and over league either, the NBA, but if I were to choose between one, I would probably choose the other. The argument that I see people make is that men's leagues are open for anyone regardless of biology, and women's leagues are made to allow women to have a place to compete with those set limitations. I think that kind of makes sense. I don't think that's the real, that's not true. No, I don't think that's the case anyway. LeBron is literally such a great example of that, unironically. Look, ultimately, okay, There are even examples of people who have taken corrective hormones and have become dominant fucking athletes. It's about who you pay attention to. Messi is the example I use all the time. Messi had to take human growth hormone because of his genetic condition, okay? And that's seen as like an incredible thing. That's seen as like a person overcoming great odds, which he did. He did overcome great odds. And he should be celebrated for that. No one considers that to be cheating because it's not. It's not cheating. Do they hold the same energy when it's trans men competing in men's sports? No, I don't think they give a shit. I think it's like, I understand that in certain instances, trans women might have competitive advantages over cis women, right? I just don't think that like transness is somehow indecent or people are doing it to cheat. It's just who they are. So I don't have an issue with trans women, who I believe are women, doing this sort of thing. Like competing with cis women. That's it. That literally is. That's my point. That's my perspective. That's what I've been saying from the jump. My position has never been that like, oh, trans women are definitely like significantly worse than cis women in sports or whatever. I think it's a mixed bag because that's just all athletic competition. That's literally what athletic competition is. You try to like law of averages that out. And let's say if you look at that pound for pound, like let's say there are certain biological, especially if you transitioned after adolescence, after puberty. Okay, let's say that you do have some biological advantages. So what? That's great. Who cares? I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't personally care. And I don't think most people care either in general. I think they just like care because they're primed into caring. Does that make sense? Oh shit, new JCS. God damn, this has 5 views, brother. This came out 47 seconds ago, dude. Y'all are crazy. I lost 20 kilos on my bench after just a few weeks on HRT. Such a stupid debate. Yeah, I think that like obviously you get nerfed because when you take corrective hormones, when you take like gender confirming hormones, you do HRT. Yes, you're gonna lose a shitload of your strength. When all these anti-trans athlete people are gonna start calling for minorities to be banned so the white man has a chance at something other than golf. Oh wait, lost that too. Don't most cis women outperform trans women after long-term HRT? That is the case, but it doesn't matter. Do not care if a woman gets manhandled in the UFC, dude. Brother, I don't know if you know what you're talking about. Women get women handled literally, like that's it's a combat sport. Joe Rogan is like tainted this conversation permanently. It's like so fucking hard. Dog, that's literally, yeah. Dana White is like, no, women only get manhandled if I have something to say about it, okay? The only time women get manhandled is if Dana White's the one doing it. Do you understand? He's like, not on my watch, motherfucker. They're a woman to beat. I'm here. And he's a cis man who also is on steroids. So there's that too. You don't care about the cis women competing care? That's also not true. If they were to poll cis women, the majority of them would say that they don't give a fuck. It's never the second place, third place people that lose. It's always like the 16th place motherfucker who's chirping. Like you weren't even qualified. Shut the fuck up. And I don't care even if they did care. I would tell them, who gives a shit? You're being fucking silly. Get better. Don't talk for all of us. You shut the fuck up. Well, I mean, this is kind of what I do. Did you bring up the irony of how the Olympics is forcing Caster Semenya to undergo hormone therapy, which is the thing that conservatives want to ban? Yeah, exactly. That's like Caster Semenya, who's a cis woman, right? Has to literally do hormone blockers. Like she has to nerf her hormones so she can compete with the rest of the fucking cis women. They're like forcibly transing her. I guess not transing her, but you know what I mean. It's so dumb, bro. It is so stupid. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't fucking matter.
Events at the highest level. Overnight, Leah telling ABC News this ruling is devastating and only detrimental to women's sports. It only serves to exclude any women who are not deemed woman enough. Trans women are women. Intersex women are women. Trans athlete advocates like Schuler Baylor says education is paramount to ensure proper fairness and inclusion.
Most people cannot define the word transgender, and yet so many people are talking about where we belong and why. And the solution to that is not to...
I love when people's argument is like, well, trans women should just compete with men. It's like, bro, like, do you not understand like the entire reason for why like a lot of young trans athletes participate in athletic competition is because it's affirming? Like, the fuck do you mean? Like, you're literally being like, yeah, just like, you know, take the long way to say trans women are men, like, and really reinforce that every day. I'm like, okay, thanks, man. That seems good. Ultimately, all arguments on this issue revolve around just don't exist. Like, don't exist in front of me. If you're going to exist, just like fucking move away. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that shit. That's what it is. That's literally all it comes down to. Bathroom arguments come down to that. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, what bathroom? What bathroom is Leah Thomas supposed to go into? If not the women's restroom. You know what I mean? Bathroom arguments are the same exact bullshit. Like, could you imagine? I know, you know, people are going to get mad at me for saying fucking Buck Angel, but like, do you want, you know what the funniest thing about Buck is? Every time I use Buck, I know a lot of people get mad at me because he's like fucking crazy and whatever, and he's definitely fallen from grace as an old trans man who's like not great. Okay, I know his takes are like reactionary and whatever. But like, what, you want this guy to fucking pee in the girls' room? Like, are you fucking crazy? And then when I make this argument, the funniest fucking thing is that people in the comments will be like, yeah, clearly, like, I'll just say Buck is trans, right? And I won't say that Buck is a trans man. So they think I'm implying that Buck is actually a trans woman. So they'll be like, what? You want me to fucking call that a woman? It's like, no, idiot. That's it. Yeah, he'll never be a woman. Yeah, no, my point exactly. That's it. That's because that's a trans man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can always tell motherfuckers. That's the saddest part about it is that, like, if you're a little bit butch, if you're like a butch cis woman, like, you're getting clapped up. Can you imagine being like a little bit bulkier? You're a cis woman, okay? You're like competing in like high school athletics and you're a bit bulkier. And then like you get blasted by the fucking Transvestigators all over the timeline. Like you see videos of that kind of shit popping off nonstop on fucking Twitter where people are like, look at this. You want this to compete with your daughters? And it's like, but that's a cis woman. Like that's a cis girl. You're proving the point that trans people are making all the time. You know what I mean? Additionally ironic that like, you know, the TERFs, TERFs are oftentimes not very gender conforming themselves. So, conservative men want to force trans women to use their restrooms because they're chaser freaks. Yeah.
We all sat on the sidelines as Leah Thomas became.
I am fully aware that there are differing opinions when it comes to trans women competing in sports, but the way this story is being told is so incredibly harmful. First of all, this is Riley Gaines. I'm sure these pictures say a lot about her, but let's get to the missing context in this story.
Surely the NCAA wouldn't let this person compete with us, but
the NCAA let her compete with you because at that point she was over 2 years into hormone therapy and she met all of the required levels and guidelines put in place by the NCAA.
And so that first day at our NCAA championships, we all sat on the sidelines.
Just to make it clear, she sat on the sidelines because she was not competing in this event.
Leah Thomas became the fastest female in the country, winning a national title in the 500 freestyle, beating out Olympians, American record holders, the fastest females of all time.
That's not even true. Like,
Katie Ledecky holds the record in this event with a time of 4:24.06. In this competition, Leah won with a time of 4:33.24. That is almost 10 seconds slower than Katie. She made it sound like Leah set the fastest time in the whole entire world. In this meet, there were also 27 records broken, and Leah had none of them, but let's move on.
The NCAA official looks at me and says, great job, y'all tied. The trophy goes to Leah.
Now, this trophy was not for first, second, third, or fourth place, but for fifth place.
But what's your thought process on giving it to Leah? Why are you so adamant? And he said, well, for photo purposes, Leah has to have it.
Wow.
If you are going to tell a story that spews so much hatred,
I mean, that's why, bro. That's why she was like 16th place, by the way. Fucking loser, dude. Because instead of fucking learning how to swim faster, like, why? Why did you develop that level of musculature if all you were going to do was fucking chirp? Now all of your allies think you're a trans woman. You know what I mean? Good luck. Have fun with that, future broad shoulders. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Why did you do that to yourself? You suck at swimming. Just swim faster. Or shut the fuck up. I don't know, one or the other. Like, you think the same conservatives are like, yeah, brother, like, who don't give a fuck about women swimming, by the way. No one cares. Oh my God, holy fucking shit. None of these people that advocate for trans women not competing with cis women give a single fuck about women's sports. Everybody makes a joke about it. Everyone's like, lol, WNBA, lol. Oh, not gonna watch that. Can't catch me watching that shit. Women don't even fucking watch it. Women are not watching the WNBA. Don't say that's an awful argument. It's true. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You think this fucking dipshit has ever watched like any kind of women's athletic competition? No, it's just a talking point. 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 That's it. That's it. And here you have 3 of the most mask-looking fucking cis women having a conversation about how trans women need to get the fuck out of the, athletic competitions. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? All these people literally that are like, yeah, trans women shouldn't be able to compete. 1, don't give a fuck about women's sports in general. And 2, abso-fucking-lutely would be like, are you trans? Get the fuck out of the bathroom. She's going to be yelled at by some fucking Karen, okay? She's going to be yelled at by some fucking Karen who is ostensibly on her side on the fucking anti-trans agenda one day when she's trying to take a piss in a bathroom. Let people fucking live, dickhead. Holy shit. WNBA players would ball you up kind of flaw, dog? I'm not saying they're not good. I don't even watch fucking NBA.
Adamant. And he said, well, for photo purposes, Leah has to have it.
Wow.
If you are going to tell a story that spews so much hatred, at least stay consistent, because you said something else when talking to Tucker Carlson on Fox News.
I asked him, is there a reason why you're giving Leah the trophy? He just explained to me that we're giving it in chronological order. And I questioned him again, what does that mean? We tied. What are we being chronological about? And he kind of blatantly said, we're just going to give the trophy to Leah.
Bro, it's just like so lame to be this petty. It's so lame to be this fucking petty. But if you're a conservative, this is all they got. They're like, oh, hell yeah, brother. No, you're a fucking loser, dog. You are just a loser. I mean, you're literally a loser. You're so lame. You're so fucking lame. You lost. You can't even be the fucking, you can't be a normal L recipient and just like losing grace. You have to like constantly fucking cry. Holy shit.
We respect and admire your swim, but Leah needs to hold the trophy.
Now, in most cases, and according to NCAA rules, the trophy goes to whoever is older. Leah was born in 1999 and Riley was born in 2000. On top of that, if they were going by lane order, Leah would still get the trophy. I also want to add that this story happened almost exactly a year ago, and both Riley and Leah have graduated and no longer swim in NCAA. Riley has taken her experience with a trans woman and has not only made it her personality trait, but has made it her career as well. Not only is
just be a horse girl. Why can't you make that your personality? That's like back in the day, that's what dull women would do. They'd be like, I'm a horse girl. Like, this is what I like doing. Okay, what's up? Why does this have to be your fucking personality? Why is it that like, oh, now it's like I'm a conservative activist? Like, oh, am I like a fucking average looking, annoying fucking suburbanite daughter who has never been told no her entire life? All of a sudden, boom, blammo, I've decided this is the way that I can make a name for myself.
It's not disgusting, but that's fucking weird. The thing that gets me is Riley's 5th place finish was the best result that she had in the whole entire meet. She was beaten by so many other swimmers, but it was only a problem when she tied with Leah. I hate to say this, but even if Leah was banned from competing, Riley would still be losing. She is literally gaining nothing from doing this. This is the type of story that puts trans people in danger.
No, she is getting something from doing this. She's getting like adoration and attention. That's it. You meant the market isn't that big and these people acting like they were the biggest fans when the numbers prove otherwise. I'm misunderstood. Yeah, no, that's all I'm stating. She gets clout and that's what everyone cares about.
You say
no one that fucking talks about women's sports actually cares about women's sports.
Trans women playing are the least of our worries. And a friendly reminder that trans women are women.
Yeah, exactly. And most like normal fucking non-freak losers, okay? Most normal non-freak losers do not fucking lose their minds over this. Like, that's it. That's it. Fuck, man. That shit sucks so bad. It's so fucking annoying. Blows my goddamn mind. So congratulations to the fucking Olympics committee.
Exclude us or to fear difference, but rather invite education about our experiences and humanize us.
World Athletics President Lord Sebastian Coe telling BBC Radio.
There is a very fundamental principle in our sport, and that is the primacy, the protection of the female category.
Dude, British people should be abolished from all matter of like organizational hierarchy. I'm not even kidding. Like, just no, until you can prove that you are capable of like overcoming being British, you're not allowed. The female category. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Fuck you.
And these rules go into effect on March 31st, guys.
All right, Eva, thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George.
Fucking demons, dude.